oh.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Rise and shine. Let's get ready to take on the day. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, good morning, everybody. I was trying to figure out if I know any song on this.
I don't think you know any song on it.
No, I think I do, but I did not come into mind. I'm going to figure it out later. Anyway, morning, everybody. We are back with you for another talk time or another day here on WFM's Activated Mornings program. All right, it is Friday. Of course, I'm quite happy it is Friday. Looks like it's going to be a rainy day, but hopefully it's not going to be too
It's going to be a good day today. It's going to be fair.
Yeah, well, shape outside too, so yeah. Just maybe a good day for some folks. How are you?
I'm good. It's a Friday. These days, weekend ain't feel like weekend no more. For people like me who don't really, engage in parties and so, the weekend just feel like a normal time. Yeah.
I was there saying the other day, I think that I need to find something to do. Like last year I didn't do any hikes at all. So I think I need to maybe like every 3 months or 4 months go and do a hike. Cause it's
and visit the sites too.
Yeah.
You could visit Walibu Park. You could visit even the Botanic Gardens.
Oya is my favorite place actually. Oya is my favorite place in Vinci to go to. So yeah. But I don't like drive. That's my problem.
You could hire a taxi.
It's true. It's true. I'm a taxi friend. Them for second, we go somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's true. I think after you get to a certain age, when maybe it's not just about the party flexing anymore. You have to find other things to do. So maybe we are at that age, Maka.
Of course.
We are at that age.
Yeah. We can just feel normal.
Yeah.
Sometimes back in the days we used to happy when it's Friday. So you plan the weekend, but these days we can come like nothing. The only thing that it need a day. You need a day between Sunday and Monday.
Come tell me about it. I know for some persons by the time 12 noon rolls around on a Saturday, they already start to go into a depression mood. Because in no time you realize that it's going to be Monday again. And I feel it particularly for those who work on Saturdays, like who work until, let's say, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock on a Saturday, because when they get home, they're tired and Sunday is left to do all the household work and all the duties. So they don't really have time to themselves,
Yeah.
But I remember one time I told somebody, if a job requires me working on Saturday, I was like, nope. All right, Nicole, morning.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yes, it's Friday. But Roleza, with regard to Saturday working, a lot of, and that's why the service industry, particularly hairdressers, restaurateurs, that's why long ago they did not open on a Monday. That was a service rule. But of course, with everything else and the fast pace of living and life, and of course needs, organizations, beauty institutions, all of these kinds of shops and businesses have now decided we opening almost 24/7, 365, but our mental health is necessary to be managed, our well-being, and of course pace of life.
Yeah, that's my thing sometimes is when it comes to that. Now, yes, I do understand that places need to open on a Saturday, right? Because not everybody could go in town during the week or wherever, right? Can patronize places during the work week. But for me, when it comes to, staff should be alternated or rotated. So maybe 2 Saturdays in the month, or depending on if it's busy or not, maybe just 1 Saturday in the month they could come in. But I believe that for me, I think that managers, employers should allow that bit of flexibility to allow persons to be able to just have some time to themselves.
Nicole.
Or even a half day sometime. Yes, Maka. Morning.
Good morning. I want to ask you a question. What time stores close in Trinidad on a weekdays?
So generally, most stores close by 6. Some stores shut up at 4. Depending on parts of the island, so like downtown and whatever. But some stores also open until about 6. The other day I went to the mall and I was looking for a particular store because I thought it was going to close at 6. When I got there, they said they close at 5:30. They were already shutting down and packing away. And I was like, oh my gosh, because then it tells you that commerce has changed. Remember, a lot of stores are also going online now. A lot of the general, the businesses that we knew as business as usual have now gone online or are changing their model. And a lot of businesses are also closing down. But the truth is, there's so many ways now to also do business that it is important to understand where you can go for whatever. But 4 o'clock used to be one of the standards. Some places still open until about 5, 6. But supermarkets, no. Some supermarkets close at 9. Some supermarkets open at 7 a.m. So that's the other thing. Because now you can...
Not over here. Supermarket open what time over here? 8 o'clock? 9 o'clock?
No, before that. But it should be maybe about 8.
But you know what I like? What I like about some of those supermarkets that open early is that you could go in and buy a salad or a sandwich. None of that I encourage you to buy salads. I don't believe in buying salad at all. But you can at least purchase something to put in the school lunch kit, or to get, something that you might have forgotten on the way to school or to work. So I like that. And sometimes I myself this week I needed some 2-sided tape. And I ran quickly into a supermarket, which shall remain nameless, and I got a pack of 2-sided. Hey, girl, Hilo, do you know Hilo,
Stores close over here at 4 o'clock. I find that is way too early.
All over, everywhere, or in shopping centers?
Mostly everywhere.
Around 5 o'clock would be the average time that they were closed. But Maka is on a little bit of a debate that we will take up another day. All right.
Oh, you looking? Oh, you poking the bear?
Yes. we had this conversation.
I should always.
I think it's last Friday.
I think so. Last Thursday.
Okay.
I should always look at Maka's face, and because that always tells me what he up to. Good morning, Maka.
Good morning,
my friend. Roleza, I missed the two of you. I really missed you all. I'm sorry I had to take a pause, but I missed you all tremendously. And our listeners.
We all know you taking up with the carnival. We all know that.
No, it had nothing to do. Listen to me. My absence has nothing to do with carnival. If you tell me about tomorrow, if we were on tomorrow and you tell me about my absence tomorrow, I'd have to say to you something. I have to confess this carnival. But outside of that, my absence will never, even when I worked in corporate, my absence, let me tell you, I would party, and those are the days, as you talked about, Roleza, when you used to prioritize party and things. I would party, get home 3, 4 o'clock, get myself ready for work, and be at my desk at 6:30.
Yeah. All right. You're right. Okay, so let's just see if we could quickly get into this topic. We're asking the question: is enough being done to safeguard construction workers? Safeguard workers on construction or project sites. All right. So for many of us, we came across information on what day was that? It was not yet on Wednesday that a construction worker fell to his death. Some reports were indicating that he was electrocuted. All right. So I'm reading this from Eyewitness News. So police are awaiting the results of an autopsy expected to be conducted yesterday, to continue their investigation to the death of a construction worker at a site in Villa. The construction worker, Limon Batiste of Georgetown, was pronounced dead at the Milton Kate Memorial Hospital sometime after 3 p.m. More than half an hour after falling from a steel frame building that he was working on, right? Some reports suggested that Batiste fell after being electrocuted, presumably by high voltage electricity overhead mains near the construction site where he and other workers were erecting the steel frame for the building. Now, this is an incident that happened on Wednesday, but in 2023, a similar incident happened with a gentleman who was working on the elevator shaft at the flour mill in Camden Park. And we also recall in 2017, another gentleman fell from a building that was being constructed on North River Road. And incidentally, his father, a few years before, died in a similar manner, right? So we have seen multiple instances or multiple situations of persons working on construction sites who have fallen to their death or who have died as a result of improper safety measures being put in place, or in one instance, the safety measure was actually in place, but the person ignored it, right? So we're asking, is enough being done to safeguard workers on construction and project sites?
So my first question is safety gear. Is safety gear worn? And are regulations in place like OSHA and that kind of thing? And my next important question,
Nicole?
What about, yes, can you hear me?
Yes, you froze a moment there.
Oh, okay. So my questions will be safety conditions, OSHA Act, and then, of course, insurance with regard to public liability or whatever would be the applicable insurance. So that, no, I'm not saying insurance is going to save anybody because that's normally after the fact. But what are the safety precautions and requirements for being on those work sites? Are people wearing the appropriate harnesses? Are they wearing the appropriate gear? And then, of course, are they briefed for safety on a daily basis? Because that's one of the OSHA requirements as well.
Yeah, so we actually do have an OSHA Act that was passed in 2017, right? And the act is designed to protect workers, and it touches on areas like refusing to work around cancer-causing agents like wood, dust, asbestos, etc., right? But the thing of it is that I think sometimes persons only hear of this act when incidents happen. When I look around, even in the context, and it's not just on major commercial buildings, but even when you look in the context of residential construction, my heart is always in my hand when I see some persons
hanging over buildings,
right? There's a scaffolding. Now, it's one thing for you to have scaffolding, let's say that is the iron one, right? But when I see some scaffolding constructed out of plywood or the board or whatever it is that is called, my heart is always in my hand, particularly when they are working on roofs. And I don't think that we do enough, maybe number one, to educate ourselves, and number two, to employers to safeguard and ensure that their workers are actually safe. I honestly find that in a lot of instances is just go up there, take
risks.
But like even the helmets, wearing of the gear, the shoes, the boots, the helmets, the gloves.
So we have
or masks.
Let me see. We have just a few videos to show. Where are these videos? All right, to show off examples of what we've seen here recently. All right, so for those on the live, you would be able to. Then. And final one.
You see that one? That final one, I saw that one and I was like, this is craziness.
It's craziness, but Maka.
I saw that one live and that is craziness.
But Maka, how prevalent or frequent is this? And that's my whole thing. The authorities see it, right? Authorities see it, and we all comment, oh yes, you said like how you're saying that's craziness. But what is actually being done to educate persons? Do workers even know what their rights are? You can actually refuse to work in areas like this.
Yeah,
exactly. Not only that, right? But the thing is, who is the contractor that is hiring these people? They're supposed to equip them. So it goes back to so many layers of responsibility and accountability.
Yeah, I just
last one. Whoa.
Yeah.
Exactly. I saw that one live and I was like, them guys brave.
And I suppose maybe too, this is one of the reasons why some persons don't want to engage in this type of work, working as laborers, because of the safety factor that is involved. But I honestly don't think that enough is being done, in particular to educate the workers, right? We can't take it because it's 7:35.
Okay, we post on the line. Right. Hello, good morning. Quickly.
WEFM.
Morning.
Good topic. Morning. Good topic going on. I just go a couple of places around. I just travel a little bit someday when I'm on vacation. And I have a brother by the name of Francis, and he's a Vincent and living in New York. And every time he come home, he's on the roof, and his roof is like a 3-story building. He will have scaffold, and he always chop up. So instead for some reason you slip, he has some ropes and other things chop him. So these guys need to go up there because I was looking at that same place out Vera. And I think they're close, subject to my correction, I think they're close to the henderson wire.
Yeah, that's what
that could be some that could be some problem, but we need to chop up, as I always say, they need to chop up and things like that. If you have the scaffold, if you have the bold scaffold and you chop up, it could help. Because for some reason, if you slip, them chops could hold you.
All right, my brother.
So we need to chop up. Yeah, I'll keep on doing all you're doing, my brother.
All right.
Thank you. And I know that in some sites as well, especially in an international context, like even international companies working here, they go through those procedures every morning. You go through
every day, it's daily.
Every morning, you know. But when it comes to other things, you know, here locally, we're like, wherever goes, just as long as you're not dead, you know. But
sometimes I see guys climbing a lot of height, boys. Sometimes
All right, so we're going to definitely have to head on out of this segment. We see somebody's calling, but we have to definitely head out as it's time for us to bring to you this morning's traffic talk. All right, we are going directly into it.
Nothing else sounds as good as WEFM, the clean, fresh sound.
This is WEFM's Traffic Talk, Monday to Friday, 7:35 a.m. in association